Hello everybody. Now that we're back in the air and underway, I apologize for that delay. Definitely hit a horrible sim there. So hopefully everything will go smooth. I know this is the boring part. The fun comes when I try to land this bitch. But we're hoping navigation-wise we have no more issues, no more bad sim crossings, and I'll try to call out some of the things I'm doing as I'm doing them just to keep you guys entertained in the entire process here. And not much we can do about that screen flickering on sim crossings. So then we're checking our instruments. We're maintaining 350, 300 knots. Trim says we're just, the VSI says we're going down just a little bit. Altitude is still holding fairly close to 350. And we are currently headed south. I really wish my turn coordinator worked here. Makes turns a lot easier, but we'll just have to rely on our GPS and our backup GPS. I can see chat, so I can respond to you guys if you ask questions in chat. I'll happily respond to those. I cannot see game chat. Anything in Second Life chat, IMs, all that, group chat, I cannot see that. But the YouTube chat, I can see. We are streaming in full 1080 if you want to update. I know there's not a whole lot to see on this particular flight. But we are off course just a little bit, veering to our right, so we're going to go ahead, bring it straight over back to right here on the center console. We're going to try to nudge that 021 back over to 018, which actually doesn't work. Okay, never mind then. We will put it on the S. That S will indicate south. Thought the number actually worked there, but it doesn't, so we're going to go ahead and put that right on south marker and just fly south. Same with the one up in the top. That one unfortunately goes with my highs, so I have to bear with that one. So we are declining just a little bit. Let's nudge the nose. There we go. Maintain this altitude. So the sound's going to flicker here, and that's because we're passing over Domus Island, and we're going through all the different parcels. Every time we cross into one of these parcels, it'll cut my sound out. I don't know who that is on radar, but I assume that's somebody that's watching this that's coming to say hi. I'm not running a transponder to be able to see that. So that is the Kelly Suregood transponder in the center of my screen. That has my radar. And the HSI is the Danny Airplane HSI. My instruments here, flight level. We're down from 350, and we're maintaining south. So we're gonna, just before, we're just at the L-yard waypoint. We're gonna go ahead and turn 90 degrees to the east. And at that point, we should be able to pick up the ILS from SNO, and that's when the yellow arrow and the line will start aligning to align me onto the runway. I don't know if I did not pull my gear up. That's my bad. Alright, you can see that middle line starting to come in, so after this sim cross, we're going to go ahead and start our list to the left or to the east. We want to catch that center line about center. with that arrow. A little bit far off, so after this crossing we're going to have to adjust that. Now if those lines are lined up, I'm not worried about the compass heading just because, see if I look over there, the compass heading changes. But the lines are accurate. Here we go. So we're going to go ahead, sim crossing. Bring it back to the east a little bit. About there. A little off. But it's something we'll fix as we get a little closer. Yeah, and that green dot is definitely following us. You can see that down there on my right hand corner. That's simply there for showing me where sim crossings are. And a little bit of radar, anti-aircraft warning. I'm about to collide with somebody. They are following me, but they are below me, so go a little bit to our left here and correct that arrow. You can see the distance. I don't know if that's supposed to be 3 point something miles, but there we go. Alright, we'll hold that heading right there. Now the HSI on the left side, the glide slope indicator, that's where that pink dot is. So that pink dot is telling us where the glide slope is in relation to our aircraft. So if we were doing a full-on, way up in the sky, we could find that glide slope and follow it this far out all the way into the runway. What we're going to do is maintain this altitude until we hit the glide slope. We're going to lower our flaps and begin our descent, and we're going to try to keep that glide slope in the very center of that meter all the way down, and that'll put us all the way down onto the runway. Yep. Excuse me. And then if I keep the yellow line center as we're approaching, that'll put us down on the center line of the airport. Everything looks fairly good. I wish this did not go, but I know you can't really do it otherwise in Second Life. I guess I don't know if you could do it where the head's facing, or if you could make it so that whichever way the body's facing, who knows. But the yellow lines, it doesn't matter which way I look, still always point right to the airfield. Alright, so we're coming up on the glide slope. I'm going to go ahead and reduce throttle, 50. And we're coming off a little bit to the left. So that center yellow line is telling us where the glide slope is in relation to our aircraft. So we know, or where the approach path is. So we'll go ahead. Come on. Give me an notch of flaps. I cannot click. There they go. A little bit of lag. So now the slope is below us. We're on a sim crossing. So we need to descend a little bit. Nice gentle descent. Level out. Runway is off our left a little here. Mind you, we're only at 1 notch of flaps right now. Alright, we're below our slope, so we need to decrease our rate of descent. I'll play jump rope with that all night long, all the way to the ground. Snugs is when we're going to drop our second set of flaps, readjust the glide slope, and to lower our gear. So if the ball's high, we're going to land short. If the ball's low, we're going to land long. Since we're landing on a runway, we definitely don't want to land short, but we prefer not to land long. Alright, So the gear is going down, and we'll initiate our second notch of flash, which means we're going to slow. We're going to start falling a little faster here. So we have to pitch up a little more. So now we're getting above the glide slope. Lower our nose just a little bit. Back to the right to get back center line. Outer beacon marker.
500. 400.
Glide slope's below us, so we want to come down just a little bit.
300.
Crap, some crossing. Gonna be off a little bit.
Minimum 50.
Wheels down. Up, sim crossing and a giant jet taking off. And there you have it. Full reverse. I don't know who that jackass is, but we are on the deck. Thank God that we hit that plane as we were crossing that sim, or that would have been bad. I've just now opened up the the SLA chat, and I can see what everybody's talking about. Oh, who was in that plane? I need to look. Oh, it was Recon, you dick. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Almost flawless. I was a little off at the landing there, but made it all the way here. Thank you. Oh, I didn't even get to see what my what was my landing score coming in with that. Oh, it didn't even give me a landing score. That's twice that's happened. I will say that. That's twice. Oh, no, there it is. 60 points. Damn. I only got 60 points on that landing. But both times that I did make that landing, the HSI put me down on that sim crossing. So I had to deal with that sim crossing. We can turn you off. Just go ahead and taxi on by these guys over to my hangar. Damn near shit my pants. I saw it. Just taxi on over to my hangar here. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I will try to do some more here and there, or other cool flying things. You can always message me in game. Happy to make flying videos. I've done extensive work with Danny, Amok, Kelly Suregood Aircraft, quite a lot of the aircraft in Second Life. If you have any questions at all, please feel free to IM me in World. But other than that, you guys have a good night and see you flying.